Good evening. Welcome to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and brought to you by our sponsors who make these live presentations possible. Aaron Nilsson and Danny Canada coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. This is the Abby's Pizza pregame show. Getting ready for the matchup. Crater High School, the Comets hosting the Churchill Lancers. Churchill coming into this one with a record of 5-9 overall, 6-6 for the Comets, but 3-0 in the league, 2-4 in the league for the Lancers. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Appreciate him and all that he does for us. We appreciate you for tuning in, whether you're a Comet or Lancers fan. This is on TableRockSports.net. We appreciate our sponsors keeping these events free for you to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And we have over 4,000 fans subscribing to Table Rock Sports on our YouTube channel. We thank you for if you've already done so, but if you have not, please subscribe, like it, get the bell hit, and get all the notifications every time we go live. Danny, how you doing as we get the first batter up for the Lancers?
Another Tuesday, man. Me and Tuesdays. We don't see eye to eye, but it's Earth Day today, so that's cool. And it's been a beautiful day here in this part of the Earth in Southern Oregon. Nice blue skies today, great temperatures, awesome afternoon for a softball game. So I'm glad to be out here today, getting some fresh air and watch these kiddos go at it. Of course, I'm a Crater homer, 3-0. Oh, I love to see them stay undefeated during league play here and take a win against the Lancers. But you know what? I'm glad the Lancers made a safe trip up here, especially with the awful news of what happened with the UCC folks being a UCC, I wouldn't say alumnus, but I spent a year there going to school. That was, just sad to hear. We got our first out real quick. Just a quick chop over there to third. But life is wild, and we got a great opportunity to enjoy some of it here today. So if you can't get down here to Crater High School on 3rd Street in Central Point, glad you could join us over on our YouTube channel. So I'm doing all right. Excited for summer to come up. Excited to see how the Comets are going to keep playing here. Some great news from the Comets track team. Their cross country had a few signings are going to go tomorrow. Some great scholarships. University of Washington, BYU, George Fox. There's about 5 kids that are signing tomorrow. So it's good stuff.
And Abby Campfield is in the circle for the Comets. So 3-1. I want to hit to short. Cleanly fielded. 2 down.
Talking to Coach Arnold a little bit before the game, and he was saying how it's, the girls were, all kind of impacted a little bit by the news of the UCC team that was in an accident on Friday, and the coach passing away, and one of the players passing away, and a few others being in the hospital, and, thoughts and prayers to that family, because those families, what an awful situation. These guys travel all around. The Lancers coming up here from the Eugene area, and just all the teams that are traveling around throughout a year. You got all your different sports. A lot of high school kids play more than one sport. There's so many chances being out there, and things happening, and it's tough to hear, and it's tough to swallow when one of those things kind of hits close to home like that. So they're got to put that behind them to get, to the game today and focus. And hopefully both teams can get out here and play their best. Oh, that was a nice hit there. Just kind of stopped short, and a little bit of a fumble from the Comets as they couldn't really rally that one up to get it over to to first in time. It's like nobody picked up that ball.
So infield single for Wiskovich. We'll throw down to first. Wiskovich does make it back just in time. Two and one. Hit to third and thrown out. That does it for top of the first. The Lancers left Wiskovich stranded on first. We move to the bottom of the first. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back. Crater getting ready to bat here. Up first. What do we got? Never know from game to game, but thankfully she's a lefty. Can see the number a little bit easier. I believe it's Danica Brackett. That's the issue we had before where the roster wasn't correct for what we had. Players switch numbers. It happens. And in the circle for the Lancers, looks like it's Sienna Brown. That one drops into right. Gets past her as Brackett's heading to third. Rounds third, but gets held up there. So stand-up triple, a lead-off triple for the Comets.
Yeah, got held up, but probably could have made it home. I mean, that ball was just getting thrown in as she was starting to stop after rounding third. Maybe could have just turned those jets on for that last couple of feet and maybe made it home. But hey, all right. Stand-up triple. It's a good way to start.
Right up the middle. Trying to get to second. She's thrown out. So Husk. Nope, not Husk. Excuse me. That's the Lancers. I knew it was Taylor Ryan. I don't know what I'm doing. Taylor Ryan with an RBI. We'll call it a single. She had thrown out at second.
Just trying to take a little too much on that one. Yeah, maybe should have stayed at first on that, but got an RBI. Got one up on the board. Definitely a good way to start.
Yeah, Nottingham up now. One and two. In the dirt, 2-2.
You know, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but that would have been Taylor Ryan's opportunity right there to take a second.
Totally.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
But you never know. In the moment, you're right there. You think you could maybe do it. She started, and then I'm sure she realized she's not going to make it, and that was just kind of just one of those quick decisions. Don't always work out.
So Nottingham grounds out for out number 2. Now it's Chloe Cochran batting 4th for the Comets. Nobody on, 2 down. Right, back to Brown on the first pitch. Comets do get a run, though. 1-0 as we move to the top of the second. We'll be right back.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
There's Haley Hoberg now up. She's leading off this top of the second. And she's already in a good spot. 3 balls, no strikes. That's in for strike 1. That's ball 4 from Canfield. Hoberg walks. He'll be out 1 on. And Jenna Stone now, number 1 for the Lancers, freshman. Trying to get something going here. Only down 1. It's only the second. If we look at their schedule, they have been shut out 3 times. But they've also put up a lot of runs. They put up 14 and 15 most recently against Ashland, and even 9 in a loss just a few days ago. The 9, 14, and 15. 3 games against Ashland. They beat Summit 22-7, Marshfield 12-9. But then, shutout against Cascade in North Medford tournament on the 25th of March, 15-0, 10-0 against Thurston, and then 18-0 against Thurston, losing to Beaverton on April 1st, 16-1. But 22, 12, 14, 15, 14, 9. Yeah. The Lancers can score. That's not the problem. So it's 2-1. Popped up. Ryan gets it out number 1. As Hoberg will stay at first. And now Gracie Jensen, a senior. For the bunt, and more kind of just probably off of her. We'll call it foul.
Yeah, it kind of just went straight down into the dirt. I think it might have hit her legs and just rolled back over the line there. Like you're saying, they definitely can put up some points. That defense is what's got to step up, really. Stop the opponent from getting just more points. We saw it earlier, just a missed play out here, right field, where, outfielder missed it, went right to the fence, tried to pick it up, missed it again. Just those kinds of many things there when you're working defense. That's just going to allow the other team to rack up points on points on points.
That one in the dirt makes it 2-1.
Got her at first.
Oof. Is this call going to stand? They're going to talk about it.
Okay.
So I wait to call that.
And he called it there. I'm just saying what he's saying. Yep, got her.
Doesn't hurt to ask. First base coach wanted a review. At least a conversation, a check. But it is 2 down as Hoberg gets thrown out, tagged up at first.
And that's just good defense, right? That's the awareness. That's where you just kind of need to play ball. You have to be able to get those outs, those little extra outs where you're not really looking for them. But, those throws, they got to be on point and be able to just understand, all right, they're off a little bit. They're not paying attention. Let me see if I can, just get an extra here. And if the Lancers could do that, when you score that many points like you do in some of those games, that defense, you got to have that too.
It looks like she did get a piece of it, I guess, as not striking out. Still 1-2. That one's in for a strike. So Jensen goes down looking Canfield's first strikeout. We move to the bottom of the second. You're watching TamarkSports.net.
Verse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at theacesportsradio.com. There's 1 ball, no strikes. believe it's Abby Canfield.
I believe you're correct. That's what the announcer said.
I didn't hear. That's why I was like, sure. But yeah. She flies out number 1. Addie Thayer batting second. It's that one for a strike.
Yeah, it's a good looking pitch. Came out quick. Nice position. Made it feel like a little low. I'm sure that's why she didn't swing, and
that one hit her. Yep. She's got first. First person hit by a pitch today. Amanda Hammer. I believe because she was passing, you asked if she'd be playing. I think she's hitting, so she's probably DH today.
Yep.
That one goes past, wild pitch, hits the wood, comes back, but enough for Thayer to get on to second.
Last year we've seen Amanda hit a couple homers. So I said to her, yeah, you playing today? She said, I'm just hitting. I'm like, all right, get some of them homers.
Not swinging at the balls, which is good. 2 balls, no strikes.
She had knee brace on, so I'm wondering if that's maybe one of the reasons why she's not fielding out there.
3 balls, no strikes. Definitely, if she gets a courtesy runner, if she does get on base.
Sure.
We'll see. But maybe not. Maybe the brace is preventative. But there we go. Let's see. She walks. No, looks like she's good.
All right.
She will run. With a bunt foul. This is Espen Ostrowski. I hope. I think that was maybe the number I had. Or I just had it mixed up last time. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Last time I do remember you had one missing, and it threw everything off for you.
Yeah.
One number was off and got all out of sorts.
And I believe she was part of that mix-up. So everybody advances, second and third.
No real attempt there from the Lancers. Just kind of let them go.
And she didn't get any of that. She whiffed. First strikeout for Brown. Ostrowski goes down, and it's 2 down, 2 on. Logan Floyd now batting 9th. Trying to add to this 1-run lead. That's in for strike. 1-1. Hit right back to Brown. Makes it easy. A strand 2 on second and third even. we go to the top of the third, still 1-0, Crater.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Kira Caves, the sophomore, leading off here for the Lancers. Glad I said her name right as the dugout yelled out her name. Fouled off. Strike 2. That one hit into left center. It drops. Caves with the leadoff single. And Annie Russo, another sophomore for the Lancers. Batting ninth. And a courtesy runner for Caves. Takes that one for a strike. One and one. A lot better when that breeze is not happening. Flipping up the papers, but also chills it down a little bit since we are in the shade. Sure, the girls enjoy it, though, out in the sun the whole time. That third on a first is off a little bit, but safely fielded. Ostrowski out here and right.
Yeah, that's good. Just good defense there, just being there for the backup.
One chopped foul, 1 and 2. And Ostrowski's first name, of course, Espen, which I have never seen before outside of the worldwide leader in sports, the TV channel, ESPN. It is spelled ESPN.
Right.
So I wonder about the family choice in that.
I think that's awesome.
But it's Espen. She undercut that one and strikes out. One down. Second strikeout for Campfield. And we are back to the pitcher, Sienna Brown. Popped out her first time up. 1 down, 1 on. Low, ball 1. That one popped high and out of play. Yeah. That was close to 2 crossing cars. That one hit well and deep. Goes on, rolls up against the fence. So second and third, stand-up double for Brown.
And like we talked earlier, Lancers can put those points on the board. They got opportunity here.
Second and third, 1 down. We got Hoberg up again, grounded out in her first at bat. That was a little high, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. Campfield, a little bit of a pinch here. 3 balls, no strikes. Only 1 out. Runners on second and third. Catches that lower part of the strike zone. 3-1. Three and 2 now. That one hit into right. Ostrowski, we're going to get a tag up. Nope. And she's right on the dime there at third, too. 2 down.
Nice throw there to keep the runner at bay. Get in there quick, no messing about.
Wiskovich had an infield single, and infield singles are fairly irregular in softball just because the bases are 60 feet from each other as opposed to 90 in baseball. Singles in the infield and runs scored, balls hitting the infield are a lot more common. So that one's in the dirt, ball 1. So even this, if it stays infield, everyone could be safe. Lancers could score a run. Doesn't have to get into the outfield.
Could load up the bases too.
Totally. Yeah. I think the runners with 2 outs, they're going to, you would see them, well, they may not run. It's 2 outs, though, but probably want to put pressure and get the Comets to kind of be on their toes and make them decide where to throw. Do we get them out first? Do we throw? Oh, look, she's going home. She's going to third. What's she doing?
It depends where it's hit, too, right? If it's hit down the third base line.
Oh, right over Ryan's glove. Oh, nothing about the infield in that one. They throw it. Oh, so that was a little game of cat and mouse there. That was Brown who was kind of baiting Ostrowski there. And Brown went for it. And she scored. It's now 2-1. So Wiskovich with an RBI single. And Brown scored because Ostrowski did throw a home. He threw it to Canfield. And yeah, there we go. 2-1, just like that. And to get her tagged out, no, she's back safely. But it was thrown for a strike, so 1-1. Wiskovich safely back at first. Canfield Ryan's going to get it and does throw her out, but the Lancers get two, take the lead. We move to the bottom of the third. It's now 2-1. Comets behind.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning staff.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
parents, and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail,
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
because the hard truth is,
no ref, no game. Play ball.
Brackett now up, tripled. She's leadoff. Yeah, tripled in her first at bat. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Takes a second pitch for a ball. And Brackett is the lone run for the Comets. Low ball 3. And strike 1. But she gets a walk after that. Ball number 4. Taylor Ryan with an RBI single, who, of course, hit Brackett in the first. And Brackett could get a triple of sorts if she were to come around home here with a hit by Ryan. She's got 3 bases at least. Let's get a little head start at first. Ball 1 to Ryan. Showed the bunt, and it was thrown into center field. Brackett safe at second. And we got still 1 ball. Oh, and She bounced that off of her calf or ankle.
Yeah.
But strike number 2, excuse me, 1 and 2. They did count that previous one as a strike. Just hadn't put it up on the scoreboard yet. 1 and 2. Hit down the line and foul at third. Tell you what, though, because of that breeze and the sun now popping below the trees behind us, that does feel pretty good on the back. A little bit of warmth, a little bit of sun.
The sun is all right.
That one popped up and should be caught there. It is out number 1. His bracket will stay at second. And now Allison Nottingham had grounded out in her first at bat in the first. Nottingham and Cochran, who is on deck, both grounded out. If they repeat that, the inning is done, and we will move to the top of the fourth. It'll still be 2-1, but it's only 1 out. I don't want to cast any spells here or create some future realities, which is not a reality. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, the total opposite could happen. They could run through 9 batters right now. I mean, you never know.
Totally.
Sports is so crazy like that.
8-2. Pop foul. 1-1.
Ooh, off the shed.
Outside, ball 2. So big swing and a miss. 2-2. Really got in front of that one. Hits that one well into center. She's under it. Brackett tags up and is safe at third. She's going to try to get home. And she does make it home. Ties it up at 2.
And I mean, I don't know how fast she is, but it didn't even look like she was really running that fast. She just once she kind of got through that little sort of stop and start there, running into some players, and then it was just an easy glide home.
There's that little error, and that cost them. It's tied up at 2. That's a problem. When you go to batting cages, whether you choose baseball or softball, you know the speed it's coming at. It's in the same general area every time you go to a batting cage, but you at least know the speed. That's what's so difficult when you're coming up here and you're actually facing a real live pitcher. You never know from pitch to pitch where it's going to be, how fast it's going to be coming in at you. It's really hard to gauge, because I was just thinking about that when Nottingham got in front and early on that pitch from Brown. She probably expecting a certain speed, but it was a lot slower.
Yeah. And that could be, really great pitching or really bad pitching in the sense that, the pitcher doesn't really have control of the speed. They're just kind of lobbing it in there, throwing it in there, toss whatever. And, yeah, as a batter, you have to gauge each and every single one of those. And that's hard to do. You look at the majors. You're basically deciding what you're going to do as the ball is almost still in the pitcher's hand when it's coming at you at 90, almost 100 miles an hour. That's got to be so tough.
Mm-hmm. You're just looking for a certain pitch, and in that strike zone, that certain area, you want to hit it, and you just have to keep your eyes on it going, if it's in this area, I got to swing. And it could be going to that area and then drop out of that area quickly.
Could not be going to that area and all of a sudden curve into that area, like into your zone. It's just, man, I don't know how
easy.
they do it.
So easy.
Ah, everyone can do it.
Pretty sure there's 2 outs, by the way. They still only have 1 out on the scoreboard, but it's 2. And Ryan popped out and Nottingham flied out. Should be 2. That one in the dirt. Cochran is safe at second. Yeah, should be 2 down. Fouled off, still 2 strikes. Oh, it's inside, ball 2. This one, nope, caught. Easy play out there in center. But they do get a run, tied up at 2. We move to the top of the 4th. You're watching TVRockSports.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And Hoberg now up. So we're at the top of the 4th. One hit to Ryan, who throws her out at first. So Hoberg is down, out number 1. And Stone. She popped out her first at bat. Also hit to Ryan. And just gets her. Out number 2. And Jensen, who struck out looking in her first at bat. Can it be a 1-2-3 for Canfield? Quick inning, if so. And the dirt ball one. Big swing and miss on that one, 1-1. High, ball 2. Foul back, 2-2. Looks like just outside of the strike zone, 3-2. And foul. Still a full count.
This is the longest at bat so far this inning.
By far, the other ones were only, I think, only one pitch.
It's so quick.
Already at 6. Make it 7 pitches now. Jensen fighting to stay in this one. And she walks her in the end. Good patience there by Jensen. Sticks with it. Fights off some of those strikes. Gets a walk. Brings up Caves. High, ball 1. One and one. In the dirt, ball 2, and safe. Jensen at second. High, ball 3. As she walks Caves. Oh, 2 walks in a row. Jensen and Caves now. That'll bring up Russo, who struck out in her first at bat. Canfield getting in a little more trouble again. Oh, no, they switched it up. It is not Russo. I believe it's Kaylee Stolp now. So it's Stolp's first at bat. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a ball. 1-1. And a strike, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 2-2. It's a lot of twos. If only it was the second inning.
Is there such thing as too many twos?
Probably not. But there's a lot of twos. Well, it depends on me, two. Too many twos.
Too many.
TWO?
Yep.
TWO two?
Twos.
TOO.
TW.
So too many, no.
Like George W.
That one's high for ball 3. And she swung and missed on that one. They strand both of them. We move to the bottom of the 4th. 2-2.
Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbeys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
This is Skinny, and he helped found Abby's 60 years ago. In honor of Skinny, we're putting his favorite pizza on sale. Savory pizza sauce, Canadian bacon piled to the edge, and juicy tomatoes make this a very special pizza. Order your Skinny special right now at abbeys.com.
Thayer hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Hopefully not again. Can't be that comfortable. Softball's not really soft, people.
No, they're not. I don't think I've ever been hit by a pitch. Of all the iterations of quote baseball I've played baseball, I've played co-ed softball, I played t-ball as a little guy. Obviously, you're not getting hit by a pitch there, but I don't think I can't ever recall being hit by a pitch. Not that you'd remember every single time, but I didn't play enough of it to not remember. You know what I mean? Played a couple co-ed when I lived in California. I played here when I first moved here. Played as a kid. Didn't play high school baseball. But yeah, I can't remember ever being hit.
Yeah, that's something I feel like you'd remember at least getting hit once.
Yeah. I've been hit by a pitch a couple times, especially if you're playing in a league like this, high school, a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
All told, maybe 4 years of actual baseball-type stuff I've done. But, yeah, no hit by pitch.
Hammer take that first pitch for a ball. Walked in her first at bat. Second pitch is a ball, and Thayer is running up to second.
Easily makes that.
As we are halfway through this game, if we go the full 7. 2 balls, 1 strike. She digs that one out of the dirt, basically. And she had a tagger, but she is out. But Thayer moves to 3rd. And Ostrowski struck out in her first at bat. And they play the ESPN music. And they tag her out at home. Ostrowski gets into 2nd, but Thayer thrown out at home.
That was a great play. That was a good decision to go home there.
That was a fielder's choice single, but Ostrowski moves to 2nd. 2 down. Comes in for strike 1 to Floyd.
Ooh.
That hit her?
I don't think so. I think it went off the glove of the catcher.
I just saw it bounce up.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but Ostrowski moves to 3rd.
That's interesting.
Oh, no, they won't let her go.
No, they don't let her go, but obviously didn't hit her because she'd be at first. So that's. Did they say she interfered? Did it go out for bat maybe when she dug down? Maybe that's what was the bat, not the glove.
Oh, they still have it at 1-1. They put it as a ball.
Huh. Interesting.
Nope, they did. They made a strike, so must have that one. What was that?
That one hit her bat. That one I saw.
So it's still 1-2.
Got her. Wow.
Got her looking.
2 weird strikes just kind of off the bat, which you thought were balls, and then, wow, looking for strike 3. What a trip.
They move to the top of the 5th, 2-2.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Whoa.
That, my friend, was the One Effect.
Can she go?
Experience the One Effect at the Power of Savings Floor event for up to 50% off or 0 interest for 18 months. Only at Lippert's Carpet 1, Medford and Grants Pass.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Brown is back up for the Lancers. Brown is 1 for 2. Doubled in her last at bat. She's got 3 pitches for balls to start this off. We've also got a new pitcher. And Nottingham now in for the Comets. Canfield ended with 3 strikes and a walk in 4 innings. And she walks Brown. Hoberg, no hits and 2 at-bats. Once that one foul. Strike 1. Brown gets safely into second with that steal. Foul back. Still 2 strikes. Oh, and that bounces past and into the outfield. And they tagged her out. Brown at home. What a throw.
That was a really great throw, on point, and he kept the runner only for a single there. She probably could have ran to second, but deciding just to stay there at first.
Wiskovich up. She's 2 for 2. And the dirt ball 1. So off Nottingham's glove, which changed the speed and trajectory, and it's going to be safe for Wiskovich and Hoberg. Brusquet now, 2 ground outs. That one's low. We got runners can't advance, but they didn't go ahead and try to tag out Wiskovich at first.
Yeah, she was way off the bag there. Of course,
Halfway
you do have the possibility of getting the run over to third. Wow, look at how far she is out there. Of course, that ball's all bouncing around in the backstop area. Definitely, I'd be looking to try and get a throw over to first at some point because she is gutsy, running way off the bag there. Oh!
That one off the glove. So we'll be bases loaded. 1 out. Oh, boy.
Just missed it over there. What a dive up and, commitment there to try and get that out. We got a little pause for a second. That's what you love, right? The stretch, the commitment.
You got to go for it.
The go for it.
Got to go for it. Don't Don't not dive.
Oh, so close, too.
Spring Sports Action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com, and by Road Credit Union, with locations throughout Southern Oregon to serve you. Yeah, the effort to dive is what is great to see. Hoburg now. Bases loaded, one out, Nottingham in a jam.
Of course, with bases loaded, it does make it easier for a double play.
Any two bases count.
Seen quite a few of those with Crater Baseball, who they're having a game over on Anhorn Field right now. They've done quite a few this year. Some spectacular double plays. Can the Comet softball team do it here? A good way to end the inning.
Still 1-2. Still 1-2. Still 1-2. Two and two now. And the throw it home, tagged out. Well done. Now Jenna Stone, still bases loaded, but two down now. High ball one. Popped up and foul. 1-1. That one's off the glove and into left. That will score one. Looking for two.
And they got two because she didn't tag her.
Yeah, that was not a force out.
Well, I think that might have been what she was thinking. Bases loaded, probably a force out. But with that run already come in, you have to tag that second one. And wow, all of a sudden, Lancers double up on here.
And she had time.
Oh, totally.
She got the ball in time. She could have just reached down and tagged her, but yeah, she
didn't even try. So totally, that's just just an error in gameplay, just ball IQ, just knowing what you got to do at that particular moment.
4-2 now, Lancers. It should be easy play at first. It is. They finally get out of the inning at 2 runs as we move to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back.
sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail.
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
We're back to the top here with Danica Barackett. Popped high up to the left and right there at third base and caught by Hoberg.
Way to track that one. That was about to head out foul, and way to stay with it.
Now Taylor Ryan, RBI single and a pop out. 1 for 2.
Well, they called it dead ball, so it probably might have hit the plate or maybe her.
Must have hit her, yeah.
Yeah. Although that looked good. Other than, being a dead ball off the bat, but making it out there to first, all right. Of course, maybe she made it because the other players heard dead ball, but she kept running, so she went for it. And now they having a little discussion about it.
I mean, did it really hit her? Keeping it as is, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That would bunted foul as well. No balls, 2 strikes. That one hit well, but into center and out number 2. Got Nottingham now. She's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. That one drops into the gap. Nottingham stand-up double. Trying to get something back here, down by 2. Cochran singled her last time up. Bounces off of Jensen. Nottingham scores from second. RBI single for Cochran. It's now 4-3.
Cochran will get a runner. For being the catcher, she'll probably still go back and put all her equipment on. That was the pain in the butt being a catcher, having to take that stuff on and off all the time. But
like the goalie in hockey.
Oh, the worst.
Camfield 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. In the dirt back as Cochran steals second.
Well, it's Cochran's replacement. What is it, 2?
Or, excuse me. Yeah.
Number 2? Yeah. Yeah, I played goalie too. Not on ice, though. Only street hockey. I couldn't skate enough to play ice hockey goalie.
It's tough.
Oh, yeah.
That one will. Does it? Yes. It scores, and it's Autumn Kelly who scores on that as she was running for Cochran. And we were tied up at 4.
Comets lose 2, come right back and get them back. Just like that.
2 RBI singles. Now we got Thayer. Hit by a pitch and a single.
What's really funny about Crater softball is all the girls, when they come up to bat, they all have their own song. And you start to, they always have the same song for each player, usually every game, because, the players get to pick their own song. So it's like, after a little while, you get to know who's up to bat just from the song that's playing. It's kind of funny.
Which is helpful.
Yes.
That one bounced off her glove, and it's going to be safe with Thayer in for another single. 3 straight singles.
And just a powerful line drive right there, just up off the dirt, and yeah, just hard to kind of settle that one down. And Amanda Hammer up as the Lancers start to move backwards here in the outfield. Hammer hasn't been too successful today. What's her?
So walking around out.
All right, so kind of different from what we usually see from her. The walk, I understand that. Sometimes pitchers will pitch around. A hitter like Hammer. We've seen her knock a few over the fence. Definitely some back touching that warning track. So 2 outs here. Couple on. I'll maybe just see her try and crush this.
In the dirt. It's in for strike 1. In the dart. I keep saying dart. Ball 2. 2-1. Two and 2. If that's fouled back. A hit will essentially get the Comets the lead back.
Oh, now it just slipped right out of her hand as she was pitching. It just rolled, and the 2 runners advance. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Not really.
But I've seen definitely pitches in the dirt, but that one, it just kind of, I think, they do the spin around, and I don't know if it hit her leg or something, but it just kind of like dropped. That was interesting. Whoa.
That one goes over. And will she score? She does make it just in time before the tag. And it'll be second and third. And 5-4 on that wild pitch. Comets now back in the lead.
And Hammer steals over to second, too. So Comets with runners in scoring positions.
Ostrowski now strikeout and a fielder's choice single. 1 for 2. But now it's the lead for the Comets to protect and try to add on to here. High on that one. Swings, misses. that one. Are they going? She is going to make it home. That scores another run, another wild pitch. Hammer moves to third. Four runs here in the bottom of the fifth. Brown, prior to this inning, pitching really well, in command. She's now 2-1. And fielded really well and out. But they get 4 runs. They're winning 6-4. Head to the top of the 6. We'll be right back.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Call Twin Creeks Retirement today for more information.
Come on and make my day.
Caves, who just reached for the first pitch, reached first, little bobble there, trying to gobble it up and throw her out at first. An infield single for Caves. She's 2 for 2. Russo now, or Stolp. Who is it? We got Russo back up again?
It's number 5.
Yeah, it's Russo back up again. Stolp was just the one-time thing. That one fouled off. 1-1.
Fortunate for those vehicles there to hit that little berm over there before the sidewalk, or that could have been right into one of those cars. Such a dangerous place to park right there.
That went right up the middle. That'll be first and second. Nobody out. 10th hit for the Lancers. Now back to the top of the order, and Sienna Brown, the pitcher. Pop out, double, and a walk. So we're going to miss on that one. High for ball 1. Popped up and no cars, at least driving past at the moment. 1-2.
That one probably made it across the street.
Oh, yeah. That one hit into center. Got a tag up by Caves. She's thrown out before she gets to third. Well done and great throw there from center.
So technically a double play, huh?
That's a double play.
First one that I've witnessed from the Comet softball. I think this is only our second game we've done, though, isn't it, for softball? Done a few baseball, but I think this is only our second softball. Is it our third?
I think it's our third.
Oh, maybe it's our third? Oh, I'd hit her.
Oh, yeah, so she was running in the path.
Yeah, there you go.
Runner interference, but that was a quick one after getting first and second with nobody out. Bottom of the 6, still 6-4.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail.
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
Logan Floyd, the 9th batter for the Comets, back up. Struck out looking in her last at bat. And with it being the bottom of the 6th, this is all trying to be insurance runs. She beats the throw. Bracket 1 for 2. That's hit well off the fence. And she is safe. Floyd makes it safe under the tag at home. And it's 7-4.
Is that a triple?
That's a double. She got the double, and she got that extra one after the throw at home.
So not a triple.
Nope, it's only a double.
So close.
So close to a home run as well, as that was just off the fence.
Right.
In the dirt, ball 1 to Ryan. Another one in the dirt. Ball 2. And that one is fair. Hit down the line over at third. Ryan around in first and stand up RBI double. So 8-4 now. Nottingham will have 4 runs at least as insurance as we move to the top of the 7th. Once the Comets get out of this, which they have no outs so far in this bottom of the 6th. Table Rock Sports is able to bring you spring sports coverage thanks to our great sponsors, including our longtime friends from Sherms Thunderbird and Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate scoreboard sponsors for TR Sports. Before after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy our favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. Dutch Bros. And we're talking about, you mentioned it before, we have the insurance runs we're talking about. Great to mention. Perfect time for Rory Wold State Farm Insurance and Lippert's Carpet One for supporting our live streams. Thank you for both of you. And for over 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the industry leader in clear choice in Southern Oregon. Two balls, no strikes to Nottingham. Off the glove and goes onto the grass. Safe at first. First and third. Nobody out. Cochran 2 for 3. RBI single in her last at bat. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. That one fouled off to left. In the dirt, 1-1. One and two. That one chopped well off the glove. Jensen's glove. Another run comes home. And it'll be second and third. 9-4. Still nobody out. And Campfield, 1 for 3. Lancers is trying to get out of this inning. Down by 5 now. Could this be out number 1? It is, but another run comes across. Finally, the first out. Gets behind. (11-4) as she came across from third on that wild pitch. And the good thing is there's nobody on base to have to worry about with another wild pitch. But Brown trying to lock this down.
And wow, how things flipped after that 5th inning there.
Yeah, 9 runs in this inning and last combined.
Top of the 5th, these guys went up. Lancers had a 2-run lead, and that's usually a pretty good lead in baseball. 3 runs when you're in that range, you kind of almost have it locked up. Again, nothing is predictable in sports. Anything can happen at any time.
That one single into center. So Thayer on base again. She's got 3 singles.
And wow, this is just where that defense just disappeared. And yes, that's just sort of the Lancers' Achilles heel this year. If they're able to get points on the board, they were winning, but that defense and pitching is part of that defense. Those wild pitches, that's part of it. You're just opening it up for opportunities for your opponent to run the bases, and man, that's got to be tough, especially when you had it. I mean, it was right there. 5 innings, you got to hold off what? Okay, maybe 9 more outs.
9 more outs.
Yeah,
but they had them.
Yeah,
they were right there. They had them where they wanted them. And she just evades the tag.
Someone is barbecuing some teriyaki chicken. Can you smell it? It is.
Smell, yeah.
Oh, man, it smells delicious. I'm just guessing it's teriyaki. It smells like, would you say it smells like teriyaki chicken?
Yeah, I think it's teriyaki.
My super sniffer right on that one? Ooh, this one's
Teriyaki
straight up.
sauce on something. Hammer pops it up. Jensen makes it out number 2.
Yeah, you're right. It could be teriyaki steak or maybe tofu or whatever, but
teriyaki sauce on something.
Teriyaki something smells wonderful right now.
Could be like kebabs.
Kebabs. Kebabs, pretty good. You ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No, I've only seen the first episode.
pretty good.
Ostrowski now 0 for 3.
Seems like this might be her inning, though.
Oh, wait, no, it's not Ostrowski. Someone else hitting.
Whoa.
It is someone else.
Get that number for you. Zoom in real quick. 33.
Bristol Brackett, freshman.
Ooh.
High ball 3. And she takes all 4 pitches, 4 balls. And she's first and second. Brackett on first.
She was having to move out of the way of all those. She was ducking and having to weave and bob without getting hit. What's your duty as a batter? I mean, do you have to get out of the way, or could you stand there and just let one just
get you?
You
stay there, yeah.
Just get. I mean, that's
instinct
not going to
is
be
you don't
comfortable.
want to get hit.
Well, of course, sure. But I mean, if you just brave up and just stand there and just let it come at you.
Oh yeah, you are in the box. If you get hit, that's not on you. That's on the pitcher.
So you're saying there's no duty of a batter to retreat, in a sense.
Exactly.
Huh.
You can move in front of it. I've seen her kind of move over the plate, try to get it, lean into it sometimes.
Get one off the elbow or forearm or something. Yeah.
But no, you're in the box. You just stay there, and if they hit you, that's a hit by pitch. You get the base.
As long as it's not a bat motion, eh? You can just kind of lean in.
I mean, even if you are moving,
that
like
one
there,
off
she
the
got
leg.
on the thigh. Yeah, even if you are swinging, you get hit.
As long as you don't swing it like you crack the wrist, right, and cross over, make it a strike. And then if it hits you, that'd be interesting. If you're a full-on swing and it gets you, I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, if you do cross the halfway, if you actually do go around, that'd be considered a strike. But if you check your swing at all, and it's not a full swing or a half swing, or you just stay there, yeah. You get hit, you get that base.
All about that base.
Oh, Floyd on first. Danica Brackett back up. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. 11-4.
Comets are only 3 points away from doing a mercy rule here. Not just thinking that that's really going to happen with 2 outs, but the way they've been kind of running it up this inning, and we've got an overthrow here. He's going to get 1.
Another wild pitch. 12-4 now. Two and 2. In the dirt, 3 and 2.
Almost could have run in there if you would have made that decision right away, because it was all sort of bumbling around behind the batter there. The catcher took a minute to see it. Wild.
She had her at no balls, 2 strikes, and then threw 4 balls and walked her. Bases loaded again. Taylor Ryan 2 for 4, RBI double in her last at bat. And well done. Tags are out at second to prevent more runs. But the damage is 6 runs. 12-4. We move to the top of the 7th. 3 outs left for the Lancers.
Verse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Wiskovich now, 3 for 3. 3 singles. See what you can do. Down by 8. The shadows now have encroached over first and in the circle where Nottingham is pitching. 1-1 now. And popped out, flied out. I'll let the fly out. 1 down here. Now Bosquet, 1 for 3. Not in time. She beats that out. Bosquet safe at first, 2 for 4 now on the night. Another infield single.
That really should have been an out. That was just a mishandle there by third base. And good thing for the backup, though. Nice stop. Oh!
Got her out at second. Jenna Stone with 2 down to last out for Churchill. It'd have to be this should be it. It is. That is going to be your final. 12-4 on the General Scott scoreboard. Stay with us. The Know Your Role postgame show coming your way next. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. Learn about our current No Ref, No Game promotion to help get more officials in the game. We'll recap this, see what's up ahead for both of these teams as we're right in the middle of it. It's all coming up on the Know Your Role postgame show where we'll help make sports fun again.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Welcome to the Know Your Role postgame show presented by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. 12-4 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. As you see, Crater improves to 7-6, 4-0 in the league, 2-5 in the league, and 5-10 overall for Churchill. And what's up next for both these teams is actually each other. It's going to be at Springfield. I was looking at what's after that for Churchill at Springfield. They are going to be at home on Saturday, a doubleheader against Crater. 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Saturday. Looking at some of these stats, I mean, with that, man, there's so much in that 5th and 6th inning. But Cochran ended with 3 for 4, 2 RBI singles, 3 singles. Addie Thayer hit by pitch, but then 3 straight singles. She was 3 for 3. Everybody seemed to be pitching in. Logan Floyd got hit by a pitch, another single. Taylor Ryan all over the place, RBI double. Nottingham had a double, an infield single. For the Lancers, seemed to be going well as they were up 4-2. Sienna Brown seemed to be in command, and then just things were really unraveled. A lot of wild pitches. But Abigail Wiskovich, 3 for 4. 2 infield singles, RBI single. Both infield, couple of infield singles. Jenna Stone with a 2-run RBI single. But Canfield ends with 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Nottingham finished the game the last few innings. Sienna Brown for the Churchill Lancers went the complete game, but a loss, giving up 12 runs. And the stats on this one, Churchill ends with 4 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors. Crater with 12 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. How do you wrap that one up, Danny?
That was a wild one, really. I thought we might even be looking at some extra innings the way this one was going. Right up to halfway there, it was basically an even match, back and forth. It was, pretty good. Hits were about even. It didn't seem like any team was really rattled. Lancers, they bump up and they get that extra. Comets come right back and then just take over. And that's, I don't know if that got the Lancers a little rattled or what happened there, but up until that point there, it was a pretty even game, and I love the Comets. I love when they get a good win like that. They're staying undefeated. I was hoping for that at the beginning of the game, but wow, great challenge by the Lancers there. And I think, like I mentioned earlier, it's just about that defense. Obviously they could put the points on the board, but stopping the other opponents from getting more is where they're really challenging, and so that's what they're going to have to just work on, some of their outfield play. Definitely they've had some struggles there, and the pitching, that seemed to be a little bit of an issue later on in the game, and so work on those things, shore those things up. I think they'll have better part of their season. Comets maybe got a little lucky there. We're able to capitalize on some stuff, and they just kept turning it on, kept rolling, and that's what you got to do. Take advantage when you can take advantage, and hopefully they'll be able to take some advantages when they're up north coming up this weekend for a doubleheader.
And it was definitely almost felt like a tale of two halves. There's no halves in softball, but definitely felt like two different games. That really the tide changed in the bottom of the fifth. We do thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. Brad Eaton, the athletic director here at Crater, for hosting the Lithia Super Sport Game of the Week on TapeRockSports.net. And the final score on the John Scott scoreboard, 12-4. Crater takes down Churchill. This has been a presentation of TapeRockSports.net. Our EP is Joe Brett. For DNA Canada, I'm Aaron Nelson saying thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Tuesday night from here, Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.